We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington football team and the Dallas Cowboys. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
You can script and diagram plays all you want, but no one really envisioned something like that happening this early in the game. How about that run to get things started? Didn't he win NFC Player of the Week last week?
Yeah, he was on fire a week ago, and what a start to this one.
Yeah, no sign of him cooling down at all.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Ready, blue ready. Check 55 for Mike. Green, cover three. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. Oh, here we go. Oh.
On 2nd down, Elliott. Oh, look at the strength.
No.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
They'll try to throw now. Winston. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Winston. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. And he is the NFC rating Offensive Player of the Week. You got to think, all the guys that take the field each and every week, that's not an easy award. Always has to feel good to grab it.
It has to feel great because it separates you, at least for a week, amongst your peers. And for him to separate again, he has to have the same type of a game. That means being explosive off the line of scrimmage and catching everything that comes his way.
On 2nd down now. It's Elliott, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. Strong coverage by Washington, and now 4th down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Rohrwasser's kick is good. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, it kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. He gets it in the hands of Geis. He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 46. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So that one a hold, right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
2 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. Throwing on 2nd and long. Haskins. Open man is Denzel Mims. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs. It gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Haskins will throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Out of the gun, Geis. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Here's Haskins out of the gun. And he finds McLaurin. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 18. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. Here's Haskins to throw. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys? Coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night, guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Now they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. On the ground, Geis. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. Nothing after 1 on EA Sports. The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Denzel Mims, his 9th touchdown of the season. And Washington has taken the lead. So the touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but what makes it so difficult for defenses to stop?
I think it's the precision and the quickness in which the play occurs, because the snap gets to the quarterback. He's essentially playing volleyball with it, just immediately just shoveling it forward. And when that receiver is at a full head of steam, if you don't take the edge away, he's got a chance to get to the corner and get upfield. But if you take the edge away, that's your chance to disrupt that play.
And no disruption there, that's for sure, as it winds up 6 points. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Winston. He'll fire deep downfield for left. And that's caught inside the 35. And finally, he goes out of bounds right at the 35-yard line.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10.
55 mark, 55. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
From the gun, Winston. Over the middle here to Wilson. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On 2nd down, it's Elliott. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
56 to Mike, boy. 56. Check 56.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. He'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Keep it up. Keep it up. Hey, check right, check right. Watch it, let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Jameis to throw it. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Chase Young. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. To throw is Winston. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Rohrwasser's kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Taken in at the 3. And able to get this out to the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now Haskins to throw it. Able to connect with Mims. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A huge play there for Washington. 54 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now it's Haskins. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. The linebacker Bobby Wagner able to get back in coverage and knock it free.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. This is Geis. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there's another 1st down run right there.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. And he's able to put it through. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've been settling quite a bit. They've been able to move the football some, but they've just been settling. That's one of the reasons they're down on the scoreboard. Now the ball comes loose. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
You certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
Second and short now following the fumble. Winston now after the fumble recovery. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up third down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Working out of the gun, Winston. They're able to locate Wilson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it. A first down throw for Winston. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Jameis again. And it's caught over the middle. Wilson. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. To the air again with Winston. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. And after a nice gain, they don't need the penalty. They'll decline it, take the ball where the play resulted. After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And now the Cowboys are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game. And this is up and good. It brings them within a point now. It's 14-13. Following the touchdown, Rohrwasser handles the kickoff duties. Taking it about the 1. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. Jameis now on first down. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Following the touchdown, Rohrwasser handles the kickoff duties. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Looking to throw again on second down. Haskins. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw, Haskins. This pass complete to Reynolds. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Throwing again, here's Haskins. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And this one is right down the middle. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They start the second half with a run by Geis. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Now this throw caught left side, and he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. A toss right to Geis. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. They're down here in the third quarter, trying to get something going. Going to the outside there didn't work out, though.
Yeah, and from the cheap seats and from where you and I are sitting, we did pay a pretty good price to get in here, right? You often wonder to yourself, why do you make that type of a call? That one went for no gain. But I think this offense thinks to itself, if we keep running these plays, eventually something may pop. It just didn't on that one.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 29-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. He'll get that complete to Albert O. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. Able to find his running back, Geis. 7 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Yeah, the Cowboys here on 3rd down bringing in an extra defensive back. From the gun, it's Haskins. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that 3rd down pass. Brings up 4th.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that's going to tie things at 20. So they come away from this opening drive of the 3rd quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
Come on now, let's make it happen, baby. Let's make it happen. It's the time.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Oh, what a juke into space. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big run that time by Elliott. Give him 42 yards on the ground. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
56.
They'll run with Elliott. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Cowboys have broken the tie. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Here's Haskins out of the gun. He's going to rifle one deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Gano for the extra point. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd quarter. Boy, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Winston now to throw on 1st down. Connects here with a tight end, Blake Jarwin. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Winston now from the 50. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Let him know. Mike 56, Mike 56.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Winston. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. On 3rd down, Elliott. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Arlington. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. This is Lamb on the end around. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. From the gun, Winston. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
The Cowboys on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And that will be incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. This time, Haskins will look to throw. He's got this one completed to Mims. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards that time and a Washington first. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Operating from the gun. Haskins. A quick throw, but incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Haskins. Off to Geis on the screen. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. Well, plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
Looking for Mims, but this is intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
2nd and 5 from the 8. Again, it's Elliott. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This time it's 3rd and 3. Here's Elliott. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The ball's still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Rohrwasser's kick is good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. He was trying to get it to Denzel Mims that time, but it'll be second down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Haskins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 29 yards. First down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Slings this. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And now Washington a PAT away from taking the lead.
I don't think there's any great secret or mystery here. We're in the 4th quarter. You've got to take that shot, especially since you're down on the scoreboard. But I have to understand what was going on defensively. They've got to know that as well, don't they?
Absolutely, but they look lost defensively, and they took that shot, got in the end zone, now in position here to take the lead. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. But now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Elliott. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And the broken broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Well, take a deep breath as it all comes down to Justin Rohrwasser. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And his kick here is good. And it'll be a good time in Big D tonight. The Cowboys have